Okay, so as promised, I will break it down to tell you guys how to do a pond skimmer. That's very effective and it's really good. I tried this already and it can make my top of my water really clean, really clear. So, and it's not hard to make. All this, I think all of this pipe work cost me about $14-15. Of course you need a pump, of course. Most pump will work, but you have to have a pump. So let's break this down, okay? First is you need a pump, and then I bought this here. This is like, I think it's a 2-inch, where you screw into the open of the pump. So the water actually is coming in this way. So as I bought this, it's a 2-inch. This is a 2-inch T. So as you can tell from the bottom, I also cut a small hole here and a small hole on this side too, right here too. So there's a small hole here. So what happened is, when the pump is on, it still sucks a bit of water from the bottom. So let's just say, whenever this is your whole thing, your skim here. Let's just say the level of your water is getting really low, and so it getting to fall down below the skimmer. Your pump will not get burned out just because it's not sucking in the water from the top. It's still sucking in some water from the bottom, so your pump will never get burned out and be messed up. And that's the main reason you want to do a small hole here to protect your pump. But the main thing though, so let's break this down again. So right now we have a bulkhead, pretty much a screw into the pump here, and this is like $1 or $2, and it's a 2-inch type. This is a T. You can see the T right here is a 2-inch T. That kind of small hole. This pipe here is a 2-inch pipe. It's dependent on how high or how low your pond is, and you can just cut it to size how high it is. This is the height of my pond. The next thing is this. This here is a adapter. It goes from a 2-inch to a 4-inch, and this costs you about $6, I think. So what you do, you put it on, right, like that. The next thing is, this is a 4-inch pipe, but as you can tell, the width of it is not very big. So this, like, I think it's really cheap. It's about $10 or something for like a 10 feet long. But this here is a 4-inch pipe that is really thin on the side. So what it does is, really you get this because this is a 4-inch connector, 4-inch connector. So it connecting the two of the 4-inch pipe. But what I do is, like, I cut this. You can actually do two ways of cutting it. You can actually cut it down like this, and give like a teeth mark, or you can do a crisscross cut like this, all over. And the reason I do the crisscross cut like this, because when you put it down, your skimmer will actually spin. It will keep on spinning, because when it sucks the water from the top, because of this angle, it will spin like this, keep on spinning. Okay, but the trick to all of this is this one here. This is the 4-inch. So what I do, and it's also too dependent on how high you want your pond, how high you want it to be, because this will fall right into here. So depending on how high you want this to go up or down, is how high you set this pipe to be. So it'll go up and down like this. So let's say if your water rise up, it can go all the way from here to here, right? And then if you go down, it can go back down. Okay. This is a 5-inch net cup. 5-inch. The reason it's a 5-inch because it fit right into here. Okay, and it's like a net pot. So I just cut it. It was like it's this long though, this big, this long, and I cut it to size. So I cut it down to this. The reason is you want to have a basket in here that will collect, you know, all the extra stuff that you don't want to go into your pump. So what you do, put on top. So this is the view from on top. Okay. So 4-inch, 5-inch net cup. This here will go into here. This is what it will look like, and you can float up or down, depending on the height of the water. Okay. Even if it float all the way up though, I still have a small hole right there. So let's just say when I float up like this, when it's too high, the water can't get in. It still can get in from those holes that I have. Now, the next part is you want to make this to float, because you want it to float right on top of the water. Right? You want this to float, so you can float up or down. That is when this come in. This is just your regular tubing to go swimming. I think I bought this for like $1. I've cut it in half already actually. So, and then I also got some zip tie, and of course an X-Acto knife. So what I do is I'll cut this in half, and then I will zip tie it around here to make it float. And that's pretty much the step to it. So let me do that part, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Give me 1 second here. So I cut the floating tube in half, and then I zip tie it in, and I trim it up a bit. So, and this is how it is, okay? So you use that float tube, you cut the float tube in half, you wrap it around, you take your zip tie, you zip tie it around, and you can trim some. If it's too floaty, you can trim up some, and you can just leave this as it is, depending on how you want it. So what it does, when it's complete, it's going to be like this. Okay, but in the water, this will flow up or down. Okay, so we'll always try to get the top of the water. So that is the skimmer. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And so let me break this down here. This here, it's a 4-inch connector. So cut it. You can either cut up and down like a teeth mark, or do like what I do. I cut it at an angle, right? Use the tube, cut the tube in half, wrap it around. Use your zip tie around to hold that whole thing. This is also a 4-inch one. Okay, but it's really thin though. Inside is a 5-inch cup that I cut to give me a net. This is a connector, a 2-inch to a 4-inch. This is a 2-inch pipe. You can depend on how high your pond is or how low your pond is. You cut it to size. This is a 2-inch T. I cut a small hole here too, connected to the pump. And that's all it is, and it's a really, really effective pond skimmer. Let me show you my fish right here, just a little skin. Here's some other fish in the fry. The water is really clear too. This pond, this water is exposed to the sun. Whenever the sun is up, so the sun is down. This whole pond will be exposed to the sun. And you can see all the way down to the bottom of the pond. This is a 5 feet pond, 5 feet deep pond. You can see all the little koi that I got a month ago. Now they're all eating and growing. And we have no koi death yet. So the water is good. And so here it is. If you guys have any more questions or concerns, let me know. I will be happy to reply back all your questions. Thank you guys. Bye. this is how it will look like once it's start working. And it will spin a little bit. I think that will spin a lot actually. But if you can tell, it floats here. So you only skim the top of the water. And that's how it works. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.